Hello everybody, my name is RagingRaptor and I welcome you to a new World of Tanks preview. Today with the 9.20 Super Test. And what is going on there? Well, we already saw different stats of the new French tanks, with the Foch 155 going to turn around into the Foch 50B, a full rework with a lot of nice things like a 6-shot autoloader with 400 alpha damage. But there are also other things incoming, one of them being buffs to the Soviet medium tanks. It actually hurts to say that because under those buffs is even a small one for the Object 141, in my opinion, which is way too strong. But oh well, what can I do against that? Not much. What I can though is tell you what those buffs and nerfs are and what I think about them. Well, not really nerfs, most of them are just buffs. First of all, the Object 140, we don't yet have an, as it called, armor model like we have lower, but it is that they're going to change the armor of the roof, making it as hard as the T62As, making, in my opinion, the T62A rather useless. Why does it make it useless? The Object 140 has, as far as I know, better gun handling, has a better gun depression, and this is already all you need to say that it is better than the T62A. It used to have a worse turret, and now this weak spot or weak thing is gone. Still, the hatches are weak spots, but well, armor buff to the roof, please don't. Then they have improved the armor of the T54, and oh boy, they buffed it from 200 to 240 millimeters and the side from 160 to 180 millimeters. Meaning, yeah, this is how it all is. Obviously, here are the 200 millimeters and the side 260, and here's new. The whole thing up front is almost 240 with 220. This is a big difference. Sure, here's a little bit new weak spot as you can see. No, actually not. It's still, it used to is still as strong as it used to be, but I don't know, making a T54 even stronger. As you can see, this is the new one here. It's a little bit weak as you can see, but otherwise, yeah. I don't really like those changes because other things are happening as well. Tier 9, both Tier 9 guns got a rework. One of them, the 100mm D10T2S, got its damage per minute buffed from 2500 to 2700, which is a whole lot in my opinion, almost one shot. And the reload time, as you can see, we got buffed from 7.4 seconds to 7 seconds. The rate of fire, yeah, 8 to 8.4. And the dispersion got nerfed from 0.3 to 0.74. And aim time got nerfed from 2.2 to 2.4. Next up, we have the other tier 9 gun, the 100mm D54 gun, and it will get a nerf to its damage per minute, as you can see, and it gets a buff to its accuracy. They want to change these two guns to make them more differently, but I really don't understand why exactly Wargaming is doing that, because it kind of feels wrong to me. Because one of those guns used to be having a huge DPM but being fairly accurate. Now they're changing it up, giving another gun worse accuracy but a better DPM and a lot better DPM, as you can see, in my opinion, 400 damage more, and give it in return a lot more accuracy and an aim time buff. I really don't like this because the problem with the T54 is not that it's inaccurate, it has a huge ass DPM. The problem lies in its 330 millimeters of heat penetration. Oh well, wargaming, you will never learn. Then another change to a premium tank first and then a premium and an elite tank. First of all, the T54 first prototype, one of the most underwhelming tanks in my opinion, gets some changes. It gets a stronger turret front, as you can see, from 180mm to 200, and the same goes to its gun mantlet, as well as 360 to 380 meters of view range. The aim time got also buffed, as well as bloom. So what is bloom? It is the accuracy on the move, on turret traverse, on speed, etc. and so on. But I think the biggest buff is the 20 millimeters better penetration, because now even tier 7 tanks will struggle to penetrate your turret, or rather your gun mantle, which is a huge ass weak spot. Not kidding, this gun mantlet here, this was so easy to penetrate, and this was really annoying. Also, one good thing, it got -7 degrees gun depression rather than -6. Definitely something which you can look forward to. Next up, we have changes to the T44-100, the premium tank, and it's the same changes to the T44 because it's exactly the same gun. So first we have a look at those stats here, because those were also the one on the T34-100 premium tank. It gets a better aim time by 0.2 and all those changes to more accuracy to shoot better on the move and snapshotting. And one more thing, they also changed the turrets, making it a lot harder. And by a lot, I mean a lot. Look at that. Used to be 120 here, now it's 190. This is a whole bunch of a lot more turret armor. And I think this tank will be back in the tier 8 meta, because now it can actually do something with this turret. And another thing, and I try to call that now out. I think the T34 free premium tank will also get a buff, similar to the one of this tank, because they have the same guns and it would be kind of awkward to not buff the others. Especially, I also think the T34 free, which also has this gun, will also probably get a buff, because those are still prominent test nodes. There are still also buffs coming to the IS-7, God knows why. But yeah, as you can see, it gets a huge DPM buff from 1200 to 1600. This is a reload time reduction from 18 seconds to 14 seconds. 4 seconds fast reload time is a lot. They also buff slightly the accuracy, the aim time by a little bit more, by 0.2, and buff the accuracy on the move. Well, yeah, that is so far what we have, and trust me guys, there will be a lot more incoming. Why do I think that way? Well, it's rather simple. They already said it. There are more changes coming. One of them being Russian heavy tanks, and I can even imagine that there will be a rather big amount of buffs to the IS-4. Not the IS-7. The IS-7 is, in my opinion, still rather strong. Super good up front armor, and impenetrable turret if you're not shooting Jack Panzer 100 heat at it. But the IS-4 is, in my opinion, rather a lackluster tank. It is super strong when it comes to side scraping, but other things, yes, it's really, really hard. And I think this tank will definitely get a buff, because again, they said IS-7s will get a buff. Oh no, the IS-7s Russian heavy tanks will get a buff. Please no buff to the IS-3, because IS-3 is really strong. Anyway, another thing, again, I also think that the T34 free, T34 2 will also get those buffs, as I said before. They have the same guns and it would be really, really awkward to not buff them as well, because this tank just got to be really, really strong. Look at that. Seriously, the turret is so strong right now. It will be hard for tier 8 medium tanks to penetrate this shit. But yeah, one more thing, and this is here. According to the Polish YouTube channel, which I don't know, a marathon will begin on the 7th of July and will end on the 24th of July. And there will be a 4 times XP event during the 22nd and the 25th of July. And oh boy, this is a lot. And yeah, it will be the T3485M. Oh my god, I'm playing with Watch World of Warships. The T3485M is basically the T3485 with better armor and worse mobility. God damn it, could this... Why is this not working for me as usual? Yeah, like that. Seriously, guys, be happy that you're not German speaking, because the World of Tanks wiki is 8s. It's legit 8s. It's so bad for Germans. It's not working at all. But yeah, I think this tank also got some buffs, some patches before, and yeah. It has, again, it has really strong armor. Well, strong, really strong, not really. It has just strong armor, which it can sometimes bounce more. Anyway, this was it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Sadly, the facecam didn't work. I don't know why. You can see it is actually, I'm actually using it, but I don't know why it's not working. Anyway, thanks for watching and good luck on